Let's try and solve a modern financial mystery. You've definitely seen it. You're sitting in traffic, minding your own business, and you see these unbelievably expensive trucks and SUVs all around you. And you just have to wonder, how are people doing it?
I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You see that gleaming chrome monster, and you just can't help but do the math in your head. The person driving it probably isn't some secret billionaire. They're a regular person. Could be your neighbor, could be your coworker.
It just doesn't seem to add up. But here's the secret. There's an entire system, a financial machine, built specifically to make these impossible-looking payments feel totally possible. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how that system works, why we all fall for it, and what the devastating true cost really is.
Okay, first things first. Let's just look at the raw numbers. Because when you see what people are actually paying every single month, you realize this isn't some small trend. Oh no, this is a massive financial phenomenon.
Let this number sink in for a second. The average monthly payment for a brand new car in America is now over $700. Not for a luxury car, for a typical average new car. That's a number that would have sounded absolutely crazy just a decade ago, and now it's the new normal.
But wait, it gets worse. For trucks and SUVs, which, let's be honest, are what most people are buying, that payment routinely flies right past the average. We're talking $900 a month becoming a totally standard everyday car payment.
And this is where it just goes off the rails. Payments of $1,200 a month are not some rare thing. That is more than what a lot of people pay for their rent or their mortgage. I mean, think about that. A payment every month for something that's losing value, that's higher than the cost of your housing. So the question is, how on earth is this even possible?
Well, the answer isn't that everybody suddenly got a massive pay raise. Nope. It's because the financial industry has gotten really, really good at making these huge numbers look manageable on paper. Let's expose the biggest trick in their playbook.
Do you remember when a car loan was like 3, maybe 4 years max? Yeah, those days are pretty much ancient history. Today, it is completely normal to see loans stretched out over 84 months. That's 7 years, or even 96 months. That's 8 years. And the appeal is super obvious, right? A longer loan means a lower monthly payment. And that monthly payment is the only number most people look at when they're sitting in that dealership finance office.
Okay, now this slide lays the whole trap bare. Look at the left side, a $1,500 payment. That looks terrifying. But on the right, $900, suddenly that seems, affordable. But look closer. Look at the total cost. By picking that cheaper monthly payment, you end up forking over an extra $14,000 for the exact same truck. That's the hidden fee for getting that lower payment.
And then you've got the classic 0% financing deal. Sounds like you're getting free money, right? It's not. The dealership is not a charity. That free money has to come from somewhere. Usually it comes from the manufacturer, who then tells you that you can't also have their big cash rebate. It's a choice. You get the rate or you get the discount. You will never, ever get both.
And all of this leads to this really nasty, vicious cycle. Because you took out that super long loan, a few years down the road, you're upside down. You actually owe more on the car than it's worth, but you want a new one. So the dealer says, hey, no problem, and they just roll what you still owe into the new, even bigger loan. You are now trapped on a financial hamster wheel. Your debt just keeps getting bigger with every single trade-in. It's a trap, and it's designed to keep you coming back forever.
Okay, so we get the financial mechanics of it, but that doesn't really explain why. Why are so many of us willingly signing up for this? To understand that, you have to look beyond the numbers and into the powerful psychology that's at play here. And this quote it nails it perfectly. People don't see a pile of metal and plastic. They form an emotional bond with this thing. That truck isn't just a truck anymore, it becomes a piece of their identity. And the second that happens, all rational financial thinking goes right out the window.
Car companies have spent billions of dollars to master this. They are not in the business of selling transportation. They sell a fantasy. That commercial you see with the rugged truck climbing a mountain, that's not for people who actually climb mountains. It's for people who want to feel like the kind of person who could, even if they're just driving to work. They are selling you an identity, and that, my friends, is very easy to overpay for.
But the trap goes even deeper. Because that monthly payment, the number everyone focuses on, is really just the tip of the iceberg. The true, total cost of owning one of these expensive vehicles is so much bigger, and it's something most people never even bother to calculate.
Take a look at this. This shows you a typical 7-year journey of ownership. The loan itself, yeah, it's the biggest slice, but it's only about half of the money you're going to spend. The other half gets eaten alive by fuel for a truck that gets maybe 15 miles a gallon, plus insane insurance premiums and eye-wateringly expensive repairs.
Let me just say that again, because this is the absolute core of the problem. You spend over $130,000 of your money over 7 years, and when it's all said and done, you're left holding an asset that might be worth 15 grand. It's not just a bad deal. It is a machine precision engineered for destroying your wealth.
And that brings us to the most painful calculation of all, the opportunity cost. What could have happened if you took all that money and just did something else with it? Something that actually builds wealth instead of burning it. Look at this side by side. It is so simple. The monthly cost is exactly the same, $800. In one scenario, that money goes to the bank to pay for a truck. After 7 years, you've got a vehicle worth about $15,000. In the other scenario, you invest that same $800 a month into a boring, simple index fund. After 7 years, you have over $70,000. The choice couldn't be more clear. So let's be crystal clear about the two paths here. Path 1, you spend over $130 grand in total, and you're left with a $15,000 asset to show for it. Path 2, you drive a sensible, affordable car, and you have a $70,000 investment that's ready to keep on growing. One path has you literally driving your wealth away. The other path lets your wealth drive you toward financial freedom.
And really, that's the question we have to leave you with. We're told over and over that our car is a statement, a reflection of our success, of our identity. But what if it's the very thing holding you back? What if it's preventing you from building real wealth and becoming the person you truly want to be in the future? It's a choice, and it has consequences that reach far, far beyond your driveway.